Hey, what up, everyone? It's Jonathan Crane on the webcam here. Hold on, maybe I'll move a bit back so that I'm kind of far, good distance from the microphone. Anyway, yeah, Friday night here with a special emergency edition of the Lurker. So let's just get down straight into it, get to business. At this point, you're probably wondering what is so important that it can't wait 2 days or, yeah, I guess 2 days until Monday. Well, basically, now it's time to really get serious about bringing Vertifight to the United States. Bringing Vertifight to the United States, it isn't just some kind of like abstract concept anymore. Now it's becoming a reality. If technology wanted to actually bring Vertifight to the States, he could probably have the whole thing done within about 24 hours. All he'd have to do is basically just send one email, go to the bank, set up a wire transfer, there it is. So now it's time for you guys in the United States to decide whether or not you really want this thing. And at this point, technology has kind of turned it over to you guys. And Van Reptar has set up a poll on the DanceGen USA website where you can go and vote. And he's just basically going to go off of this vote. You know, if you guys vote yes, that's what he's going to do. If you guys vote no, that's also what he's going to do. And last time I checked it out, there was only maybe like 30 people who voted. So tell every dancer you know in the United States, even tell people who are either thinking of getting into it or who are just starting out, or even people who just like to watch electro dance videos for fun. Just get everyone you know to go and vote because this is a really significant thing that could have a really huge consequence or huge impact on the future of electro dancing in the United States. But here's the thing though, before you vote, like I know a lot of you, as soon as you say the word vertified, a lot of you probably just get super excited. But you got to kind of take a step back, count to 10, take a deep breath, and then really just stop and think about uh, whether or not you really want this. And right now, I'm just going to discuss the pros and cons. So hopefully, when you go to that website to cast your vote, you'll have a better understanding of what it is you're voting for. So the pros of bringing Vertify to the state, I kind of discussed this in the last edition of the Electro Lurker. Basically, Vertified is like American Idol. You know, if you just like American Idol makes fame accessible to just anyone off the street, Vertified does that same thing. But the difference between Major League Electro and Vertified is that Vertified is an international network. It's an international brand. So if you win Vertified in the States, you're gonna blow up internationally. You know, right now, Emotion is the only other company that's international, and their international presence really is not anywhere near the level of Vertified. So that's obviously one of the main things, I guess you could say, to one of the main pros of bringing Vertified in is just international uh, that international recognition. Also, I think that that international recognition will really light a fire under a lot of dancers, especially dancers in California. Because you know, dancers in like the East Coast still have to pay, I guess, hundreds of dollars to go down to Cali. But I know for me personally, if the skyrocket or if the elevator to instant fame was a 20-minute train ride away, I'd definitely be practicing a lot more than I do now. So I think if you had Vertified all of a sudden in California, all the California dancers, you just see the levels starting to go up astronomically. So those are kind of the main reasons on the pro side. The con side is basically obviously the money is an issue. It costs €1,000 per year. I mean, this €1,000 that'll probably work out to, I'm just guessing, rough estimate, maybe 1,300 American dollars. And I mean, 1,300 American dollars. If the verified staff of the states, whoever that may be, decides to charge, like, let's say even $10, and like 200 people come out to each event, and there's 5 events a year, even after you factor in like the cost of the venue and the PA and maybe security, you could probably make that money back. But if you were to just stay with Major League Electro instead of paying that 1,300 to some guys over in France, that money could be just invested directly into the United States scene and used for other things. So the money is definitely one of the cons. Another con, well, this isn't really a con, but like even if Vertify doesn't come to the States, technology is still capable of sending a team to the World Championship. So just because there isn't Vertify doesn't mean that you're barred from the World Championships. He can still send a team out to that. So basically, just the main argument against bringing Vertify to the States is if it's not broken, don't fix it. Major League Electro is obviously off to a really good start. Uh, like I said a couple weeks ago, in Montreal, you have Dance Till You Die, which is one of the biggest competitions probably in North America, and they're not vert certified. There's also a lot of other competitions like Switzerland and where else? I think maybe like Spain or Portugal, one of those. Also, Electro Dance, Romagna, in Italy. Those aren't vert certified, and those are really successful. So, like, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is Vertified something we really want? Or is this just a case of kind of like Skull Candy versus JVC? Like, Skull Candy and JVC, they both make headphones. They're both equally as good, but the Skull Candy, for some reason, is just blowing up right now, basically because it's a hot name, it's a hot brand name. And at the end of the day, Vertified is just basically a brand name. So, yeah, those are kind of the reasons there. So hopefully you just think about those before you cast your vote. And yeah, it's basically it. So I'll post the link at the bottom bar. So be sure to vote and tell everyone. And I'll see you Monday in the Lurker. All right, peace.